Something absolutely massive is happening in crypto right now, and I need to show you really quickly. So, what we can see here, if you zoom in real close on Bitcoin's chart, is that it has officially done it, my friends. Bitcoin has officially set the macro higher high, something it's not been capable of doing in over 3 months. And this could confirm that everything for crypto is changing. And so today I'm going to tell you exactly why this is so important and what I'm doing now. But before we get into it, guys, do not forget that if you are an experienced trader, to head over to that link to BTCC down below and go grab your 10% deposit bonus on all first time deposits between $500 and $100,000. Guys, this means if you deposit, say, $9,000, they're going to give you $900 on the spot to start trading with, which is an absolutely insane deal. So head to the link down below, go check it out. It is a fantastic platform that I do think you will truly like. Now, looking back at Bitcoin, though, I mean, let's just talk about it, dude. This is so good. And the fact that all of these things are happening so quickly is very exciting. Now, Tyler, the big question that I'm sure all of you have is, why is it setting this higher high so important? Why are you up at 7 a.m. just freaking so pumped right now? What is going on? Well, the reason why this is so excited is because Bitcoin setting the higher high is a part of our 3-step breakout strategy. And this is something I went over with you all for an hour yesterday on live stream, but I'll recap for you really quickly. When a crypto breaks out of a structure, especially a descending structure, there are 3 things that need to happen in order to confirm that this breakout is a real breakout and isn't some sort of fake breakout, or in other words, a fake out. Now, these 3 things go as follows, and they're not in a particular order, but this is the order I normally notice them in. The first step is called Bob T, our good old friend Bob T. And what Bob T means is breakout and backtest. And all you're looking for is a crypto to break out, come back down to that resistance, try to flip it as support to then try to continue upwards. It's called a breakout up here and then a back test down here because you're breaking out of the structure and then you're back testing the structure right there. Now, if we do go down to the hourly time frames, we did get that for Bitcoin. Bitcoin gave us, of course, the failed breakout and back test here, failed Bob T here, and then we finally got Bob T here, where we broke out, we back test, we came back, we back tested one more time, and then continued upwards. Now, generally speaking, I do like to see Bob T be a little bit bigger, right? We want Bob T to eat a little bit more, right? And I want to see this breakout and back test on the daily time frames, which could look something more like this on the daily candles. But we didn't get that because we did get a melt through breakout. So it's fine. It is something I'm still a little bit aware of. Like, okay, we might still come back down and back test this thing, especially when you look at liquidations and the sheer amount of liquidations that are down here. So I'm not going to go to say that Bob T is for sure 100% complete, but for the time being, it definitely seems as if for the most part, it is complete. Now, the second step of the 3-step breakout strategy is what just happened today, and that is the higher high. I'm under the belief that setting the higher high is the most important aspect of our 3-step breakout strategy. And the reason why I say that is quite simply because it is what confirms an actual change in structure. You know, over the last couple months, we've been in a descending channel, right? And everyone's been talking about the descending channel and how terrible it is. And the second that we broke out of the descending channel, everyone starts screaming like, oh my God, this is the moment we're going to 100K. But the reality here is that even though, right here, for example, even though we broke out of the descending channel, we were still in a downtrend. We were setting lower highs and lower lows. And so although the structure of the channel itself was changing or, just broken, the actual trend itself was still downwards. And what we needed to do was to be able to set a higher high in order to actually confirm that the downtrend itself was ending. Because what I didn't want to happen was we get this little breakout, which turns into a fake out, and then we just head right back in this channel because we're still in a downtrend. And so that's why seeing the higher high is so important, because it confirms that the actual trend and structure itself is changing from more of a macro perspective. And now, of course, as of today, April 22nd, 2025, we can confirm that the trend and structure have officially changed, as we have seen Bitcoin being able to set the new higher high, which is absolutely fantastic stuff. And so now going forward, pushing past step number 2 into step number 3, it really just all comes down to, of course, the higher low. At some point, Bitcoin is going to pull back. I'm just warning you now, it is not going to go up straight forever. It's going to have to pull back. I mean, look at liquidations, for example, guys. We look at the liquidation map. Dude, there's $9.6 billion worth of liquidations at $82,000. What this means is that if Bitcoin literally just does this, $9 billion worth of liquidations could happen. Now, most people will close their trades, will have stop losses, but $9 billion worth of liquidations could happen. If you don't think that the lizard people are looking at this little bitty move, thinking about how much money they can make if Bitcoin does this, if you don't think they're not at least tempted to do it, you're out of your mind. And so the reality is that at some point, whether it be here, whether it be higher or way higher, Bitcoin is going to give us a gnarly pullback. It's going to be a quick one, I think. And what is going to happen in that is that it's going to give us the opportunity to finalize the new trend. And the new trend would hopefully be an uptrend. Because, of course, we had a higher high. Now we're looking for the higher low. And the moment that we can establish that we have a higher low, it confirms that we are not only just not in a downtrend, but we're officially in an uptrend. And that could be the very thing that takes us up towards $120,000, which is why it is the final step in step number 3. And so now I'm sure you can see the whole thing here. These 3 steps are what are going to open the door for Bitcoin going to say 120K, for the crypto market to truly be back. And not only have we completed step number 1, today, guys, we just completed step number 2. And now that just means that step number 3 at some point is going to be on the way. So what is my strategy right now? Well, I'm well aware that at some point Bitcoin's going to pull back, right? I'm quite sure that's going to happen. When? I genuinely have no idea, and I don't think anyone does, but it'll happen at some point. And so what my strategy here is, well, I'm just going to start taking a little bit of profit off the table, knowing that that's going to happen at some point. Listen, we were doing some big, decent sized buys in here, in the green box, right here, on the dotted line here, on the dotted line back here, and on the dotted line right here. We were doing a ton of buying back here, guys. And knowing that all of those trades are in profit, and at some point it's probably going to pull back, the smart play here is just to take a little bit of profit. And so in yesterday's live stream, I laid out these 3 take profit levels for you. The first one being $101,000, second one being 94.6K, and the third one being 88K. Or 88.6K, which is what I did yesterday. And my whole strategy here is very simple. I'm going to take small profits here, which is what I did yesterday. I'll increase the size of that take profit probably by about double if we do hit 94.6K, because this is the golden zone, the bottom of the golden zone. And then if we hit the top side of the golden zone, I'll take a larger amount of profits at $101,000, because it is in my genuine belief that if we are going to see a huge rejection at some point, just a big old rejection back to the downside, it'll probably happen right off of or around one of these take profit levels. And so why not take profits at one of the potential highs, right? That's my simple strategy there. And that's what I'm doing going forward. We just saw a massive move. Bitcoin just saw the new higher high, completing step number 2. The next move here is going to be the higher low, which would be some sort of more macro pullback or some sort of retest. And so with that in mind, I'm just going to take some profit at our key levels of resistance. Very simple stuff. Listen, strategy shouldn't stress you out. Strategy should work for you. You don't want to hire an employee that stresses you out all day. No, you just want to hire an employee that goes do his job very simply, or go do their job. It is crazy, but goes do their job, make you a bunch of money. You go on about your day, right? That's how your strategy should be. It should work for you and not stress you out. And that's why my strategy is so simple. Now, I will tell you, of course, if you are interested in creating your own strategies, like the one that we had back in here that made us a bunch of money while the market was falling, and like this strategy that's probably going to make us some decent cash as well, head to the link down below. Guys, what we do at the school is extremely simple. We take crypto investors like yourselves and we give you the tools to create strategies that you need to become a winning investor. Because I define a winning investor, not of course as someone who makes money, but more someone who is confident and consistent. Because of the people I've met in the world of crypto who have millions or hundreds of millions or even billion-dollar portfolios, guys, the 2 things that they all share is that they're confident and that they're consistent. And so if you want to become confident and consistent yourself in the world of crypto, head to the link down below. Go get some of these tools to help you create your strategies. And the best part, if you don't see growth within just a few hours, I'll just give you your money back. That's how confident we are. This is where you can find all of my thoughts, all of my trades. My entire plan was posted there yesterday, guys, as well as many other creators. You're going to get daily live shows, daily analysis, deep dives, pro trade signals, workshops. I mean, it's insanity. So head to the link down below and go join the community. I mean, it's fantastic. And if you are in the school, please do let people know down below. And if you have any questions, just feel free to shoot me a message over on Instagram, TylerHillYT_. I can help you out if need be. But overall, guys, that's the plan. That's the strategy. Very simple stuff, but a fantastic day in the world of crypto because Bitcoin has completed the second step of our 3-step breakout strategy here, guys. So I'll continue to keep you updated as this all does play out. If you guys do need anything, as I mentioned before, feel free to message me over on Instagram, but do not forget to go get that bonus over on BTCC if you're an experienced trader and check out the school if you're ready to take your game to the next level. But of course, I hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.